Hello everyone, very warm welcome to all of you on the platform of KSG India. My name is Akhilesh and I'm faculty of geography optional over here. Today I'm going to discuss about the formation of Earth, its atmosphere and how the layering was started, means the development of core, outer core, mantle and crust and then atmosphere. So initially when Earth was detached from the sun, means that cigar and planet formation was taking place, this entire mass was made up of gases only, and the fusion reaction goes on, and due to that heavy elements are being formed slowly and gradually. So what happened, this earth initially that have been given the primordial atmosphere that consists of obviously hydrogen and helium that has been there. So let me give you the idea of primordial atmosphere which was present around the earth due to the gravity. This was the primordial atmosphere. Primordial atmosphere. Primordial atmosphere. And this is what gaseous phase of earth. Fine. And sustained fusion reaction going on. Sustained fusion reaction. And this sustained fusion reaction have given rise to first hydrogen fusing into helium, which we have seen, helium fusing into higher element like lithium. Again there is formation of oxygen, carbon, then there is other heavy elements up to iron, nickel, radioactive elements, etc. But this sustained fusion reaction gave rise to these heavy element, and in the process of formation of these heavy element which was taking place on the sun also. So what happened, these fusion reaction have given rise to other gases like nitrogen was there, ammonia was there, carbon dioxide was there, water vapor was also there. Fine. That means formation of water have taken place much before the formation of earth. मतलब अर्थ जैसा आज है वैसा बनने से बहुत पहले ही पानी बन चुका था, बिकॉज देर इज अ chemosynthesis that is going on. So sustained fusion reaction plus on very high heat there is combination and recombination of other element that have given rise to the complex, what you can say, chemical over there, and water is going to be one of them. Fine. And this was the primordial atmosphere that has been given to the earth. And the primordial atmosphere consists of the primordial gases, which we can say that hydrogen and helium. But the sun was having, this earth was having gravity, fine. And the primordial atmosphere has been given. But what happened, the strong solar storms coming over there. Strong solar storms coming over there, and it is directly attacking on the earth's atmosphere as well as earth, and due to these strong solar storms the earth primordial atmosphere was stripped off. Because till then there was no formation of core, outer core, etc. As the sustained fusion reaction was not of that very level कि आपके heavy elements बन गए हों, तो core outer core थे नहीं, मैग्नेटिज्म अर्थ का जनरेट हुआ नहीं था. तो क्या हुआ बच्चे, दिस प्राइमोर्डियल एटमॉस्फेयर वाज स्ट्राइप्ड ऑफ, छीन लिया गया अर्थ से. तो अर्थ को ये बात समझ में आ गई थी कि यार देखो केवल ग्रेविटी से काम नहीं बनेगा, ग्रेविटी तो थी मेरे पास लेकिन हम अपने एटमॉस्फेयर को बचा नहीं सके, कुछ और भी चीज़ें चाहिए जिससे हम अपने एटमॉस्फेयर को बचाएं, क्योंकि ये तो रोज़ आएंगे सोलर स्टॉर्म्स. This is what? Merely solar radiation. Sometime it become intense at the time of solar maxima. So this will be the day-to-day life. Means every day I have to face this much solar radiation. तो अगर आप अर्थ की जगह होते तो क्या करते? आप में बहुत ताकत थी, क्षमता थी, आपने एक एटमॉस्फेयर आपको दिया गया था, आप उसे बचा नहीं पाए. That means gravity is not solely responsible for keeping this atmosphere intact. तो क्या चाहिए? तो कुछ ऐसा चाहिए जो इस सोलर स्टॉर्म को अवॉइड कर सके. फाइन. उसके बाद शुरू होता है बच्चे सस्टेन फ्यूजन रिएक्शन से बनने वाले हेवी एलिमेंट्स. एंड यू ऑल हैव दिस आइडिया दैट द अर्थ इज अंडरगोइंग दिस sustained fusion reaction and it is rotating on its axis, indeed tilted and rotating on its axis. So whenever there is formation of heavy elements, these are the heavy elements which is going to be formed every day because of the centripetal force. They start coming towards the core. They start accumulating near the core. Means heavier elements start accumulating near the core and lighter accordingly because of centripetal force. And slowly and gradually there was formation of a solid core. The solid core formation have taken place. Let me draw it with colorful core, and that is what? Red. So this red is not representing the sun, it is representing the core of the earth. This core is made up of iron and nickel. You all have this idea that this core is going to have very high density of 13.5 gram per cc, which will we see in the interior of the earth chapter. So there was a formation of core, and how this core was formed? Because of the sustained fusion reaction, heavy elements were formed in entire earth and it start accumulating near the core. Because the earth is rotating due to centripetal force, it start accumulating over the center and there is formation of solid core. The solid core was formed. Fine. Around this solid core there is formation of outer core, and this is what? Liquid in nature. How it was known will be discussed in deducing the model of interior. So there is outer core, and outer core also consists of mainly iron and nickel, and this is at high temperature, so the charges are there. These are in form of plasma state, in form of ion, and it is rotating. And due to rotation, the outer core is churning. There is ferromagnetic compound along with churning outer core. The cumulative effect of this core and outer core giving the magnetosphere or magnetism in the earth. Now the earth is going to have magnetic field around it. That means now the earth is protected from all sides due to the magnetism developed inside the earth. This magnetism is attributed to core and outer core. So this core and outer core have developed a magnetism around the earth. There is magnetic line of force, that is what representing the magnetosphere over here. So genesis of this magnetosphere or magnetic field, this is what? Magnetic field. And this magnetic field has polarity. One is what? South pole, another one is north pole. So because of development of core and outer core, now the earth is going to have a protecting layer which we call magnetic field of the earth. This magnetic field was not there earlier. Now earth is going to have a shield that can protect its atmosphere. What will be the next step of the earth? Now the earth is ready to have the atmosphere, not only having the atmosphere but protected. So अब क्या होता है बच्चे? Crust बनना शुरू होता है and the gases which is present inside the crust get solidified because of the cooling. There is process of degassing that have taken place, and due to the degassing there was formation of atmosphere, and this become the which atmosphere? Primitive atmosphere. This is what? The primitive atmosphere. Fine. So degassing is a process, degassing, and due to degassing, there was whatever the gases which is present inside the solid part of the earth, due to cooling of it, these interstitials of the solid material is going to have degassing process. Lot of volcanic eruptions were going on, and the gases came out in form of atmosphere. This is new atmosphere which is called as primitive atmosphere. Primitive atmosphere. Fine. And this primitive atmosphere consists of gases like there was methane, there was ammonia, there was water vapor, there was little bit hydrogen also. So kul milakar ke primitive atmosphere was reducing in nature. Reducing in nature. Fine. Indeed, there was nitrogen also, but very less amount of oxygen was there. That's why primitive atmosphere was reducing in nature. But yes, one thing is ensured over here, that now this strong solar winds are not going to alter the atmosphere, and they get reflected, they get avoided, they get deflected towards the pole, and most of the earth is going to be unaffected at all. So this was the significance of magnetism of the earth, and it was acquired after formation of core and outer core. And then only a sustained atmosphere can be achieved on the earth's surface. In next video, we will see where the impact of this atmosphere, which was protected by a shield that we call magnetosphere. Let me give you a clue. Origin of life. It requires certain kind of chemical reaction. And for chemical reaction to establish, there should be chemical at least over there. And the chemicals are from the primitive atmosphere. And then there were some kind of reaction. I will tell you in the next video. Stay tuned. Thank you very much.